Patients living with chronic pain may feel alone in their struggle. I sat down with Dr. Stan Matthew and Dr. Benji Tallman from Unity Point Health St. Luke's last week to discuss this and how the brain plays a role. And what are some of the challenges that people face when they're living with chronic pain?
I appreciate that question. One of the biggest challenges that people experience with pain is really how our United States healthcare system addresses pain. When we think about it, we treat all pain like acute pain. And chronic pain and acute pain are extremely different. When you're focused on acute pain, you're really focused on addressing the severity of the pain. When you address severity of the pain, it really lends itself to only focusing on medicines. And we know that there are many other types of treatments that help with chronic pain. We oftentimes hear from our patients too that they often feel like they're not heard or validated from some of their providers. So we really try to take a different approach to focus on the entire person, all the different types of factors that influence their experience of pain.
So how is the brain impacted when someone lives with pain for a long time?
Kristen, thanks for having us. Super complex. There's two different types of pains. There's acute pain and chronic pain. Acute pain is what everyone gets when they get a paper cut, they get a little too close to the stove and the temperature of the pot's too hot, and it's a pull away, it's a safety mechanism. Chronic pain is an actually complete different diagnosis. A lot of patients get frustrated. They say, "Doc, a year ago I twisted my ankle, broke it, had surgery, but I'm still in pain." And they think that the ankle is the problem. Actually, what happened is the way their brain is now processing this damage. Something went haywire between the nervous system and the way their spinal cord and brain is dealing with this. It's almost like the volume for pain, I try to explain to my patients, is on way too high, and we look for things to turn it down. So we call this central pain, and this is why patients and providers get very stressed and frustrated when they're dealing with these type of patients.
So how can people retrain their brain, so to speak, so when they're dealing with that?
Great question, Kristen. Ideally, we want to hit this multifactorially. What does that mean? A lot of different angles. One, there is medication out there that can help, but on top of that, there's a slew of other things we can do to help retrain the brain. Over the last few years, I've got to work with Dr. Tallman, awesome pain psychologist. Why do we bring that up? Because the way your brain processes pain has a lot to do with the way you think about things. Everything from physical therapy, yoga, mindfulness, cognitive behavioral therapy. What are we trying to do? Retrain your brain to process things differently. I think if patients understand this isn't a problem with your foot or ankle or your back, it's actually much more complex and something going on with your brain and your nervous system, it gives us a shot to try all these alternative methods to help treat your pain.
Dr. Matthew and Dr. Tallman with Unity Point Health, thank you so much both for being here.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.